Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg is testifying before Congress Tuesday and Wednesday. He's facing questions about data breaches and protecting internet privacy. At least one group wants him to answer questions on another important topic: online censorship of conservative and Christian views. Jerry Johnson is president and CEO of National Religious Broadcasters, and he joins us now with more. Welcome, Jerry.
Good to be with you.
In a statement, you said that you'd like Mr. Zuckerberg to address apparent targeted censorship of Christian and conservative views by tech giants. Give us some examples of the censorship that you're talking about.
Well, just in the last week or two, a Catholic university's ad, which had a cross on it for Easter, was taken off of Facebook. It was rejected. And the rationale was, quote, "It's shocking, sensational, and excessively violent." So, and actually NRB TV, our associated TV station, had its YouTube live feed taken down. That was a Google issue. But what we're raising awareness of is that really across the board, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, GoFundMe, Apple, the App Store, you've got really the censorship of Christian content and conservative content across the board. We think Mr. Zuckerberg really should answer questions about that.
Why do you think they're targeting Christian messages, and what's the impact of the censorship?
Well, let's face it, the values of Silicon Valley are not conservative values. They're not Christian values. No, we got to think about this. Everybody's talking about the data breach in Cambridge Analytica, and the point was that they were using your information to send you messages to affect the political campaign. So it was about messages being sent to affect a political outcome. But actually, this is the other side of the question, which is content taken away. That is, conservative content and Christian content on Facebook, maybe sent to you by friends or news organizations you trust. Those things are being kept from you in the heat of a political campaign or just in the national debate of the day, whatever it might be about. Silicon Valley does not want conservative talk and Christian talk. They want to push progressive and leftist values. It's just a fact.
Have you reached out to Mark Zuckerberg and others to address these violations? And if so, what was the response?
Well, we have reached out to them with a letter, a formal letter. We haven't gotten a formal response, but we're asking tomorrow for the senators, the congressmen, to ask several questions. Number one, the FCC chairman, Ajit Pai, has said on the record they are routinely blocking and discriminating against content they don't like. He's talking about edge providers like Facebook. And we want Zuckerberg to respond to that charge from the FCC commissioner. We want him to explain what was so offensive about the cross that they took it down, the Catholic cross. We want to know his definition of hate speech. I mean, one of their responses will be, "We don't want hate speech online." Well, what do they mean by that? And, the larger question is simply this. The gold standard in America is the First Amendment for religious freedom, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. Why shouldn't Facebook just acknowledge that standard and say, we're not going to allow people to yell, fire in a crowded building. We're not going to allow people to spew violence. But otherwise, this is a public square. It's a marketplace of ideas. We want to ask him, well, why won't you make this a really open square of public ideas?
What would you like these online giants to do to protect freedom of speech and religion, including online?
Well, I think, get rid of their censors, get rid of their political editors, and basically say, we want conservatives, we want liberals, we want Christians, we want non-Christians. Let the people talk about what they want to talk about. Let people like what they want to like, forward what they want to forward, compose messages they want to compose. Again, we don't want obscenity, and we don't want physical threats. But other than that, the best antidote to a bad idea is more ideas. the best antidote to bad speech is more speech, good speech, and that balance will come.
In December, the NRB launched Internet Freedom Watch. What's the purpose of that group?
Well, people need to go to this website. It's internetfreedomwatch.org. And what they're going to see is a timeline of this social media censorship by Apple, by Facebook, by Google, by Twitter. They're going to see all of that, and they can enter examples they know about. Tell your story. If you feel like your site has been taken down, your post been removed, your tweet has been shadowed or ghosted in some way, and we want to have sort of a clearinghouse for all of these examples. I mean, Mike Huckabee has been taken off Facebook. Todd Stearns has been taken off Facebook. People need to know. They need to see there's a clear record of this going on.
Jerry Johnson, President and CEO of National Religious Broadcasters. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, Jerry.
Thanks so much.